I can't put this book down. I can't lie to you, I'm like hate reading this right now. When a book's a 5-star, like I just know. Honestly, that was really smart. I'm picky about it. Sue me. We have an update. So, I don't need my coffee, I need this book. What are we reading? Let's talk. So I'm reading Pictures of You by Emma Gray. I've wanted to read this one for a while, and I totally forgot that it was on my TBR list until Alexa was like, have you read this one yet? I'm like, oh my god, no I have not. So luckily it was on Libby. Now, the best is when you really want to read a book and you look on Libby and you're like, holy shit, it's actually available. It never happens. Every time I go to look for a book on Libby, I'm like, great. And maybe that's because I'm looking at way too many popular books. So that's my problem. But I've been listening to some of this in the car. I also read while I was at the gym this morning. Usually when I'm at the gym and I'm like cooling down on the treadmill, I'll read my book. This is about a girl named Evelyn, and the book starts off where she gets in an accident and she cannot remember anything. She only has memories up until the age of 16. So anything after that, she doesn't remember. And because of that, she starts going through her phone, like to call her mom, to call her best friend, and they're not in her phone. She's like, what are you talking about? Like, these are my people. She's starting to realize that a lot of people that she was like best friends with, her ride or dies, people that she couldn't see her life without, are no longer her friend. She's like, what do you mean? What's happened? And she also found out that her husband, that she didn't even know that she's married because she thinks she's still 16, died in the car accident that they were both in. She's like, okay, that's sad, but like, I don't even remember you at all. I don't know who you are, so like, I don't really care. We're kind of trying to piece this together. It's being told through her point of view and this guy named Drew, which we are starting to find out that Drew was someone that she knew from her childhood, but she doesn't remember him. It's taking us through the past and through who her husband was, who this Drew guy is, how they're all connected, and why she's no longer talking to her best friend, all these things. It's really good so far. I was reading it last night and I did not want to put it down before going to bed, but I was so tired. I'm like, I'm not gonna remember anything if I keep reading this. I'm excited to drive into work and listen to it. The audiobook is on Spotify, so if you have a Spotify, and they have two different people narrating the story, which is great. I love that. I love when they have the boy and the girl, because the worst is when you're reading a story and the boy tries to do the girl voice, and I'm like, no, please stop where you're at. It just ruins the whole story, to be honest. And I'm just picky, okay? I'm picky about it. Sue me. That's where we're at. So that's my plan. Sometimes I read before work in the morning, but because I now moved, I have a farther commute, so I don't really have as much time. So I usually just get my stuff together and then I listen to the book in the car if I can. I will update you guys later. I have a super long work day, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read much. We'll see. We'll come back. If I read later, you will be with me. We'll talk later. Bye. This is the best milk, bro. So I'm at the part in the book where she is seeing people from her past that she remembers being friends with or knowing, or family members, and you're seeing that they're like very confused, and also like there's something happened where they don't want to talk to her, or there's a reason why they don't talk anymore, and we still don't know why. I'm on chapter 34, and I think we're like getting there, kind of close to finding out what happened. I'm like so curious. I feel like right now this book is like a mystery. Like I'm trying to figure out like, what did you do, girl? What did you do? She's with this Drew guy throughout the whole book. Apparently was friends with, but she doesn't even remember him. He also doesn't know like why she doesn't have certain relationships with certain people, because of whatever happened in their relationship and when they stopped being friends, I guess. So It's all like a big mystery, and yeah, I don't know. I hope we find out soon. Like, I'm so curious. Like, girl, what did you do?
We need to see Fireflies next. When I lumped him in with the other boys, they would never get shot. I twirl so many times I lose my precious experience of my life, and confident in the others, I barely recognize myself.
The vibes here. Your little head is in the frame. God, if you guys only knew how long it took me to film this, just that little clip. I have a few things I want to say. So, where do we start? First things first, this book has a few references that I need to touch on. So, because, babe, you are crunching away over there.
I'm trying to open the bag.
Holy shit!
I'm trying to open the bag.
Oh my god!
I just got the bag open.
I think that whole clip was just...
No.
I think I'm gonna have to start. I just tried to film this clip and there's just so much happening in the background. Oh, why is that? So what I was trying to say before all the crinkling was going on, one, we have Nile references, which I did not know was gonna come up until they came up, and I remembered that Alexa had told me about these such things. And that made me very happy. Drew said something like, she plugged in her phone and the first song that came up was Arms of a Stranger by Niall Horan. I can't believe she's still obsessed with him like 10 years later. And I was like, yeah, exactly. And then number two was, this book talks about photography a lot because Drew is a photographer. They literally talk about aperture. What are the odds that I'm reading this book and Harry's new song is called Aperture? I mean, when have you heard that word until lately? So I think it's just meant to be. I am loving this book so far. I've been listening to it on audio, as I mentioned before, and I highly, highly recommend the audiobook to this. It is so fast paced. It's so entertaining. I feel like in the beginning, I was just like, oh my God, when are we gonna find out why these people she used to be best friends with, she's not friends with anymore? Why is she not talking to her family? Like all this. I was like, literally like, okay, any day now, can someone tell us like what's going on? But I was thinking about it, and I think the author wrote it that way because they wanted you to feel how it felt for her. Like, they wanted you to literally be put in her shoes. Because she was like, can someone tell me what's going on? And no one was really explaining anything to her. So I think there's a reason why. Honestly, that was really smart. You're finding out why Drew had to stop talking to her. I really am enjoying the way that we're getting both point of views in this book. I feel like especially for something like this, where it's basically like she doesn't have her memory, you need his point of view, or else you kind of would just be in the dark for most of it. My goal is to honestly finish this book today. There is supposed to be this huge snowstorm that's happening, so I like want to finish this book and I just want to be like reading the whole weekend. Let the light in. I feel like I'm gonna be stuck inside for so long. This light is really ruining it. I'll be here. I'm drinking my little tea because it's, guys, it's 9 degrees today, but it feels like -4. Come along, come read with me. We belong together. I literally can't stop singing that song. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. I went to plug my phone in to charge it. This book is getting, I can't. It's getting fucking crazy. Okay? That's the only words I can describe it. It's getting crazy. I was not expecting it. Aww. Stop. Okay. You know how people highlight things and you're like, that wasn't even worth highlighting. No, y'all were right about this one.
What do you do?
This is how I feel right now. Okay, everyone, we have an update. So I finished Pictures of You last night. I don't know where I'm landing on my rating. I think I'm giving it a 4.5 because I feel like when a book's a 5-star, like I just know, like no questions asked, 5-star, like I just know. And because I'm like, I don't know, I feel like it's a 4.5. I don't know why though. I absolutely love Drew. He was like such a good character throughout the whole story. He was even being so nice to Evelyn when she was being annoying. Even when they were showing the past and showing their relationship with each other, he was still like such a good friend to her. You guys saw my reaction. Like this book literally, I had no clue where this was going. And then things started happening and I was like, what? Like what the heck? So like honestly, this is like romance mixed with mystery mixed with I'm trying to think what else it's mixed with, but I'm gonna call it that. This was such a good one. Like, I'm like mad at myself that I'm not giving it a 5-star. So I don't know. We'll see where we land. I finished that and then I took a little break and I wasn't sure what I wanted to read next, but Done and Dusted, I've been waiting for this to be ready on Libby for a while and it finally became available last night. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. But I don't really know if I'm in the mood for this right now, to be totally honest with you. And I have another book that I've been wanting to read. Let me go get her. The Housemaid. So I've been wanting to read this because obviously the movie came out and I have never read a Frida McFadden book. I've not read one yet. I've only read one thriller series. I actually don't think I finished it now that I think about it. I think it's the Killer Instinct series. I don't know exactly what it's called. That was good, but everyone talks about her books. They're the best for thrillers, blah, blah, blah. Then I got this. So I'm like, should I read this? Cause like, I just feel like I need like a bingeable book right now. I don't know, I'm really in between this and Done and Dusted. I already started Done and Dusted. I'm like 12% of the way through it. So I'm not like super far, but I'm like, well, if I'm not in the mood for that, like I don't want to force myself to read it. So I'm like, maybe I should read this. Cause I've just heard that it's like, people literally read the book in one day. Like they couldn't put it down. And that sounds like right up my alley. We will figure it out together. I will film it. I really want to watch this movie, but I'm like, I can't watch this movie until I read the books. Like I have the books, I have to read them. I'm probably about halfway through this. Honestly, at this point, it's okay, but I'm not understanding why this book is like 5-star, amazing. The chapters are so short that I'm just like flying through this. Like, it's okay. I don't know. That's just how I'm feeling right now. Do you hear my voice? I think I'm getting sick. I feel like kind of like poopy caca. I feel like shit right now, TBH. So I don't really feel like talking that much right now and I'm still like half asleep. So we will talk more about this later, but I just want to give you my thoughts because as I'm reading it, I'm like, this book is like fine, but like what is the hype? So something's gotta happen. Something's gotta give. That's all. I'm on page 180, chapter 35, and I think I'm putting together the pieces of what's happening here and what's gonna happen. I could be wrong because what I'm thinking seems kind of obvious now that I'm thinking about it. It's probably more twisted than that, but I feel like I might be partially right. We shall see. I'll let you know if I was right or not, but I'm not gonna spoil it. Okay, I can't lie. This book is pretty addicting. Like, I haven't been able to put it down. I've literally just been binging this. I can't put this book down. Hi, so change of plans. I'm sick. So because of that, my reading has been slightly different from what my normal pacing is. So I was able to read some yesterday and then today I'm just working from home. So I haven't really been able to read much besides a little bit I did in the morning. However, I wanted to talk about The Housemaid, because I did finish it. I literally finished it that night. As you guys saw, I was like flying through the chapters and I just had to know how this book ended. So my thoughts where I land with this one is, wasn't anything like groundbreaking. Like the twist wasn't anything you couldn't have thought of from the beginning of the book. I half predicted what was gonna happen. I don't really read thrillers, but if you read thrillers, you probably predicted it from like the first few chapters. I do still want to watch the movie because I've heard it's really good. I feel like this is a movie, will definitely be good, but it wasn't anything like crazy, so I just gave it a 3 because it wasn't bad. It was good. I couldn't put it down because I was like, where is this gonna go? Super fast paced. If you're looking for a book that's fast paced, if you're looking for something that is bingeable, this is the book for you. And then I went back to reading Done and Dusted from the Rebel Ranch series. I'm 110 pages in, 33% of the way through. So this one is supposed to be a cowboy romance. This one's about Luke and Emmy. It's not giving what Elsie Silver's Chestnut Spring series gave. I'm not super obsessed with it. Like, I'm just not buying into their relationship. I'm not really buying into their connection. It's supposed to be brother's best friend. She's supposed to like not like him and be like, oh, I hate him, but like literally the second chapter she started being nice to him, even though she said she hated him and like all this stuff. So I'm like, there wasn't really much of a build-up here. No build-up, which like that's like the best part, is the build-up. I don't know, it's a pretty quick romance. I think it's like 315 pages or something like that. I think I'm just gonna read it just to read it and see if I want to continue the series type of thing, because I know people really love, I think, the second book and the third book people talk about really liking. Maybe you just need to get through the first one. So I don't know, it's not something that I'm like obsessed with, but I don't like totally hate it. That's where we're at. Obviously this is like how much I read in a work week, so this was a little thrown off with my sickness. However, I feel like it's still around the typical amount that I read. I will see you guys later. Hopefully I'm feeling better later. Okay, so let's talk my thoughts, because I was gonna just wait till I finish this book and be like, guys, I can't lie to you, I'm like hate reading this right now. You know how people like hate watch people? I'm hate reading. Okay, I don't hate the book, that's exaggeration. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but I'm finding that like I just am not buying their connection one bit. And like, if I don't buy your connection, like, I'm sorry, if it's a romance book, it's a no. It's a no. I just feel like at this point I have to see it through because it's such a quick book and I'm probably gonna finish it today. So yes, I am forcing myself to read it. No, I don't condone doing that. I think you should just put the book down if you don't like it. But as I said, I'm hate reading it. So that's kind of where we're at. There really is nothing that crazy happening. Spicy scene, actually like a few. Now it's Emmy's best friend Teddy's birthday and they're gonna go to the bar. What's his name owns the bar? I can't remember his name. What's his name? What is your name? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. What's your name, bro? I can't remember it. He owns the bar, so I'm sure something's gonna happen there. I'll probably come back with my final thoughts, my rating later today, hopefully. Honestly, I just want to start another book, so. All right, I finished Done and Dusted, and yeah, my opinion did not change of this book. Just kept getting cringier and cringier. I just couldn't do it. Like, there's so many other romance books I would recommend to you than reading this. Both of the characters were supposed to hate each other and they didn't at all, like just in the first chapter maybe. and then it was like over, which made no sense because that was like kind of the whole premise. I just did not buy their connection one bit, like not at all throughout the whole book. When you're reading a book, there are certain phrases that you're used to coming up in books and romances. You're like, okay, yeah. But when the whole book is literally all of those cheesy things combined, it's like, you gotta stop. We gotta come up with something else. Just think, if you're looking for a romance, like, just, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's better ones with better characters that really make you feel like you love them together and want them together, and this just didn't do it. As much as I love the cover and how cute it looks, I was really wanting that cowboy romance feel. It did not give that. It barely gave that. But a 2.5, which I feel like is somewhat generous for me not liking. Like, now we're on to our next book, which is gonna be a fantasy, and it's actually from an author that I'm giving a second chance because I did not love her other book that I read, but I'm willing to give her another try. But that is going to be in another video. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. So I love you guys so much. I did that backwards. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.